much has changed the like I never even thought about putting butter in my coffee, you know, and I do it all the time now.
Yeah, okay.
and you know, people's got different views on that. What do you think about that?
I'm not a large fan. So my approach to nutrition is basically a flexible approach. So I believe in roughly knowing your numbers, like you would with business, like you would with anything. You fuel your body like it's a car. Give yourself good quality fuel. I think there's flexibility needs to be a part of it. So if you're someone that's saying, all right, I really like ice cream, but I'm not meant to eat ice cream, so I'm not going to, eventually you're going to eat it and you're going to binge on it. So my opinion is keep a small amount in there as long as it works with your numbers, and keep everything in moderation, because if it's not sustainable, if it's not flexible, then it's not sustainable in my approach. So I think 90% of your intake should be coming from nutrient-dense whole foods. I think protein is extremely important, but when it comes to the ratio of carbs and fats, I don't think it's as important as people think it is. Like butter in your coffee, like if you enjoy butter in your coffee, and there's obviously some health benefits to it, then like go for it.
Right.
But in my opinion, I wouldn't do it just because I see it as, one, I can't imagine liking the taste of it, and two,
You've never tried it?
I've never tried it. I think two, it's almost like, in my eyes, it's almost like just a way, like you're just making a drink that's very low calorie, a very high calorie drink, by adding butter to it. But like I said, there's different methods that work for different people, and there are pros and cons to everything. You can type in on Google today, 6 reasons why butter in your coffee is good, or 6 reasons why butter in your coffee is shit, and you're going to get a shitload of answers for both. So in the end of the day, it comes down to personal preference. But
let me ask you
it's
this.
interesting, isn't it?
What's the best one food in the world?
Best food?
Yeah, one piece of food or fruit or veg or whatever it would be. You know, you can only pick one.
Only pick one. I'm going to have to go with, my vegans and vegetarians aren't going to like this, but I'm going to have to go with a steak.
Right.
A lean red meat. Lean red meat. Amino acids, protein. But this is kind of just goes on to what I was saying before. Like I don't necessarily look at, like, put it this way, there's no foods that will make you lose fat, and there's no foods that will make you gain weight. If you have too much food, you will gain weight. If you eat less food, then your body is burning, then you will lose weight. It's as kind of simple as that. So when people come to me and say, what should I eat? I want to lose fat, or what should I avoid? I say, eat the foods that you enjoy, but this is the intake you need to work with. Right. And if you're in that range, then I guarantee you'll see results. And for them, it's kind of like, this is good because I don't feel like I'm restricted. I don't feel like I'm like on a diet. I think if you're on a diet, you're going to come off a diet.
Yeah.
So my approach is to basically just change the amounts that I'm eating depending on what my goal is. If I want to get bigger, then I'll eat more of the stuff that I usually eat. If I want to lose fat, I'll eat less of that stuff. So that's my approach. And like I said, it could be different for you. It could be different for everyone. But if it's not sustainable, then you're just not going to stick to it in the long term. I just find, if you're following an approach that you don't think that you could do for the rest of your life, then what's the point?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
People are always looking for quick fixes. That's the problem.
I know, right? Like me, burn more calories than you intake, and then you lose weight, right?
Yeah, in theory, that's and in the end of the day, there's no two ways about it. That's how the body works, and obviously there's other factors that come into play, like your hormone levels and your stress. And if you're feeding your body with shit food, regardless of whether you're taking in less than you're burning, you're going to sleep like shit, perform like shit, your hormones are going to be out of whack. So that's where I'm really big on what I call the 90-10 rule. So I think that 90% of your food should always be coming from nutrient-dense, whole, like clean foods, whereas that 10% could be for a glass of wine with dinner if that's what you enjoy, or you know, back home, go and catch up with a few mates and grab a few beers or whatever it may be. Because for me, that's going to be something that I know I can do for the rest of my life, rather than someone telling me or me telling you, you need to eat this. I give you a plan, you follow this, and then as soon as you go off that, in your mind, you're like, I've fucked up.
Yeah.
Or if you go off it, you're not on the diet anymore. So I just don't think that's a...
No, that makes sense. Approach, yeah, you want to be able to stick to it and not keep going up and down, you know?
Exactly, it's a yo-yo effect otherwise, isn't it? Yeah.
It's odd, isn't it? Well, that's for me.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to talking about some boxing stuff.